Hey guys, Gus69 from Metal Per Mind Brazil. Today with a vinyl update and some prize winnings to show. As you all know, I don't do vinyl updates very often, although I have been buying a lot of stuff, but I don't buy CDs, vinyl or whatever just to make videos. I don't do that, but I will eventually show my new stuff when some contest is going on and some records fit the requirements, and then I show them. Otherwise I don't do that. But anyway, about a week ago I was the lucky winner from the Final Dale contest. Simon from UK, he sent me some PayPal money to buy a new record, and with that money I got 6 vinyl records and I'm gonna show them. But before that, I'm gonna show 5 records that I bought 3 months ago, all from the same seller in a website here in Brazil, where anyone can sell used stuff, and I've been buying a lot records from there. And those 11 records that I'm about to show, they are all from the same seller. So they are related some way. The second purchase to the first one, you're gonna know why. And there are quite a few English musicians and bands, so I think Simon will be happy to see fellow musicians from his country, because his idea was to, as a prize, to send a VCLT, but nowadays it's hard to do that overseas. Here in Brazil, it's customs. They consider any gift as an import, so we have to pay taxes, and on top of that we have to pay fees to the mail company, and it takes a lot of time, sometimes 2-3 months, to get something from Europe to here. So he gave me the option to receive the money through PayPal, and I did that, although PayPal also tax 10%, a little tax on top of the money. But anyway, I was lucky enough to get the albums that I was looking for from the same seller, because they were on my one list, and when I got the money I made the order and I got them all here. None of them are brand new. They are all Brazilian release, except by one, and this one I showed before in another video, but other than that, all the others I never showed before, and they are all original release, no new reissues here. Okay, so let's start from my first purchase. I got Trilogy from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, prog rock from the UK, original release, gatefold, good overall, good shape. I didn't have this one on CD or And the first time I buy this one, I'm listening to this quite a few times, and I really enjoy. I'm not very known about all their discography, but slowly I'm getting into them, and they are very good. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This one is from 72. Then from 75 I got this Steve Hackett first solo album. One moment. Pigeons are driving me nuts. So Steve Hackett, this one's called Voyage of the Acolyte. Again, gatefold, original release. Love this album. He has some of his Genesis friends here. I think the drummer and the bass player, of course, Phil Collins, they guest appearance in this album. Steve Hackett was still on Genesis, but then after some time he left to pursue his solo career. So very good stuff. Love this one. I also got this live album, not so live, but anyway, Arena from Duran Duran, synth pop from the 80s. Again, another gatefold album, but it's a single LP. After listening this, I listened that one of the tracks was skipping, and I made a complaint about this, and the seller said that don't worry, I'm sorry about that, and I will compensate you. But I tried to keep this. I did not return. It's only one track skipping. It's not an album that I will listen to very much because it's not much of my style. I do like some of their music, but not so much, so I tried to keep that. Then the album that made me buy this first haul, and this one I showed before, Surfing with the Alien by Joe Satriani. I think was second studio album, and this is an import from the US. Was the most expensive of all here, and the reason why I purchased the first a lot, because on that site we only can place 5 items in the bag, the maximum. And this seller, they have like a progressive discount. So if you put 2 or more, 3, 4, how much more you put on your bag, more the discount you get. So that's why I was looking for this and ended up buying 4 more. But this is a great one from 87, original release. Very happy to have this. I had on CD, but I needed to have this on vinyl, and I finally made it. It was a grail for me. Instrumental rock, love this. And finally, the last one from the first purchase was this album by Phil Collins. It's a double live album called Serious Hits Live. It's also a gatefold, but it's a double live, double LP. Very popish phase, but I do enjoy this a lot. Phil Collins. I didn't have anything from him besides Genesis, of course, and now I have some of his solo stuff. So this was my first purchase, and then with the money that Simon gave me, I got the Moody Blues. Every good boy deserves favor. It's original edition from '71, gatefold. It's my second Moody Blues album. I have one from the 80s, early 80s, and now I have one from the early 70s. It's good. I need to listen more, but it's okay. I love the album cover, and I decided to grab it. It's on very good shape for a so old album. Next, I got my first Vangelis, the Greek musician, composer. I was always curious to get some of his stuff, and I finally got this. I think it's the most iconic album by him, or one of the most, and made me went through and downloaded all his discography, 80 albums in total, but this is the first that I have on physical. It's called Spiral, and it's from '77. Great shape. Next, I got this PDA Lockwood. He is a French musician. He plays violin. He used to be on Magma. It's this guy here, PDA Lockwood, and this album is called New World. And I didn't know nothing about this, but I looked on YouTube, listened to the first track that I found from this album, and I loved. So I decided to pick this. It's like a jazz fusion. I loved instrumental. I didn't know that violin goes so well with jazz, and this is a great example. Need to listen more stuff like this. Love this. Then I decided to jump in some Japanese ambient electronic music. Isao Tomita. This one's called Space Walk. It's from '84, but it's like a compilation. This is my first Tomita. He is credited as one of the pioneers of electronic music, so I had to have this on my collection, so I grabbed it. Now another British now hard rock band, and this was the one that I was most excited about from this second lot from the same seller, and is Raging Silence from Uriah Hip. This is from '89. I saw them live for the first time probably '91. So with this lineup, and I saw them again like 10 years later, but it's still with the same singer. It's more commercial, but still good stuff. Uriah Hip, I always liked it. I consider them a second-hand Deep Purple for me, but a good one. And so this was my purchase, the 5 ones that I was allowed to put on my card for this purchase. But the seller sent a bonus album to compensate the Duran Duran one that was scratched on one song, and I got this John Anderson and Vangelis. I think it's the second album by them together, The Friends of Mr. Cairo. And it was funny because recently I got my first John and Vangelis, their debut, and they sent me the second one. Luckily I didn't have this, so, and it's all in good shape, so great. So for the price of one new vinyl that I could buy with the money, I end up getting these 6 albums, all original Brazilian releases, but from the time when they were first released here in Brazil. So I'm very happy. I consider this as Simon have sent VCLT to me, but I chose the albums, and I'm very grateful to Simon for holding the contest that I won. So that's my final update. I think this one is the most metal here, but I've been diving in more proggy rock, synth pop, synth electronic, ambient music. So that's a little example of the stuff I've been listening to lately, besides heavy metal, of course. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I see you soon in another video. Thank you.